Okay, hello, Cancer. I will be doing a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. You're ruled by the Moon, so those are the only three. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'll be using the Psychic Tarot. It's an oracle deck, but it's also a tarot deck, so it's a mixture of both. It's a beautiful deck. I love it a lot. So let's begin here, eh? Yeah, like I said, leave what resonates. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You'll know, and yeah, you'll know if it doesn't. You know if it works. Let's begin. Cool. All right. Cool. New beginnings. Okay. Two, three. Okay, interesting. You know, it's interesting to see a positive card come up in the negative, like in the negative energies section, you know? Deception and envy. So why have you been lying? Like, I don't know what you've been lying. You've been lying to yourself or something. It's like something. Like, are you deceiving? Look, when you deceive yourself, you deceive others. So I think it's just like deception here. Whoa, that goes there actually. And I get it. Look, I've lied and deceived too. We're not all. Nobody's above that. Positive movement forward. Very cool. And that's in the past too. Let me not get hung up on that. But anyway, so all right. Can you like not let yourself enjoy something, or I don't know. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm recording. Cool. Let's go. Okay, so you have in the current energy, you have new beginnings. So this is good energy. This is why this is very good. This is like brand new beginnings. Okay, brand new ventures. Things are changing around you. Things are changing. New things are happening. New businesses, new ventures, things are happening. Okay, that's the present energy. The positive is movement, choices, and decisions. Very good card. This would be the Two of Wands. So, you know, this is deciding. This is, if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite deck, you know, he's looking out into the ocean, really with the orb with the world in his hand, looking, deciding where he's going to go. So this is the movement, choices, and decisions. This is the positive energy. This is you have new beginnings. You have new options on where to go, who to be, what to be, where to be. It's like you have all these options, okay? And it's like these options are like really, you know, just being shown to you. And I wanted to do this card as well, really quick, is caution. You have caution here. I'll show you that really quick. You have caution. This says pause, carefully seek out, and think through your options. This is the current positive energy at the moment. Multiple colors blind your eyes. Discordant sounds deafen your ears. This may not be the right time. Don't be afraid, but be cautious. Consider both sides of the story. So yeah, like I said, this is very pertinent to the situation. It's like you have new beginnings, you have all these options, and maybe you don't know whether or not to, like, who to celebrate with, who to share these new beginnings with, who to share these new options with, because in the negative you have the Three of Cups, right? Which is what I was saying. Like, that's weird, right? I'm not saying like you're weird, but I'm just saying like isn't that kind of strange to have a positive card and a negative aspect, right? So rejoice in celebration, and I guess you could even think of it as in reverse because it's in the negative part. So you got the present, the positive aspect, the negative aspect, the past, the present energy, like the present energies, the future energies, and then the outcome. Let's say, right? So yeah, you have. So I just think it's like you might not know who to really celebrate with, or you have all these options. Like it's just like things are kind of blinding you at the moment. So um, maybe you're spending too much time alone, or like in your room. I don't know. Take that if it resonates with you. But maybe you're like not really. Or also, if you're a partier and you go out, I just say that because cancers are very like homebodies. But let's say like you go out and you party all the time and you just have a bunch of friends, then because you have other aspects in your chart. So like maybe you're just like kind of have all these options. Like you have the option to go here, you have the option to go there, you have the option to like hang out with a bunch of different friends. But then it's like, is that going to be good for you though? Is that going to be in your best interest? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it to please other people? Like, where's this like discontent, this cordon energy coming from? And I said discontent because it's also here as well. This is in the future. The discontent and boredom. That's the Four of Cups. So, in the Rider-Waite deck, he's kind of just sitting there like, damn, look at all this stuff I have, but I'm so freaking bored. So yeah, I think it's just like that's the negative energies here. Is like you don't know who to celebrate with, or maybe you might think people are kind of against you, and by good reason too, sorta. Look, I'm not gonna try to be a dick right now, but I just think that like you kind of played yourself, like you know what I mean. Like you kind of played games with yourself, like oh god, yeah, okay, screw it. This is the energy. Like you kind of play games with yourself in the past because you have deception and envy here. In the seven, this is the Seven of Swords, right? And it's like, why is this here? Like, what have you? I don't know. I don't know who you're lying to or what. Like, this is just a lot. It's like you're either lying to yourself, you're lying to get out of things, you're lying to like not do certain things, or you're just kind of lying. Like, in the past, and those lies led you to now, and now you have all these options and you don't know who to like celebrate them with, or really like what to do, or like you're just kind of in this place. And I think that in the current energy you have patience and planning, so in reverse. So it's almost like you're kind of just doing anything, you know what I mean? Like you're just kind of going out and doing anything. And I think that might end up making you bored. Yeah. Like I said, like this thing says, caution, pause, carefully seek out and think through your options. Like, I don't think you're doing that. I don't think you're thinking through your options. I think you just have so many options and so many decisions, and you're just like doing them all. Almost like you're trying to please others in a way. And by pleasing others, you're not doing yourself any favors. I think you're just going to get bored of that eventually. Like, it's going to be boring. Like, you're going to try to please someone else or please other people. And because, and it's just going to end up being boring. Like, I don't know. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. But yeah, I think this is just going to end up being like you have all these options and you have all this stuff, and like for some reason the thoughts coming to my head is like you're like with this partner and then you like cheat on them or something, or I don't know, like you do something, like you have this partner and you tell them that you're actually going to this like spot somewhere, and then you don't, right? You go, I don't know, do some, have like sex with some, I don't know, go see somebody else, go do something else that you said you weren't, you said you're going to do one thing, you did something else, okay? And then that is like that's like the negative side of it, is that you're like, I'm gonna go do this, but I'm actually gonna go do that. And people think that you're like this good person, but then really you're just like have all these options and you're just kind of going out and like taking anything that comes at you. Like you're being very much a people pleaser, and I don't like people pleasers, so I don't this is probably why this energy kind of feels like, ugh. But I don't know. The reason I don't like people pleasers is because they're actually not nice people, and they're actually like, I can understand their position, like obviously, because I can have a little bit of like empathy there, but also at the same time, it's like you're just doing more harm than good. So like everybody's the same, okay? So obviously you're not gonna be like, you're a bad person, and then you're like, you have good qualities, you have bad qualities, okay? Just like me, I have good qualities and bad qualities. Like, so like it's kind of like how you've lied and deceived. I've done it too, okay? I'm a mirror to you, okay? We've all done the same thing. Nobody's clear of anything. Nobody's higher than anybody else, even though they might make you think so. But I just feel like there's like this deception energy here where it's like you're really not happy with what you're doing and like who you're around, and you're just kind of going at whatever. And the reason I say people pleasers do more harm than good is because they make other people think that they are a good person because they don't want that person to be mad at them. But then they go to someone else and talk shit about that person behind their back, or they talk shit about them, or they're just like not, they talk negatively about other people because they actually think that way, but they're too scared to say it to the other person. So it's kind of like that energy, right? Where it's like very dangerous energy because people are being deceived, and there's like, so you're just going to get bored with that. I feel like you're going to get bored with saying, oh, I'm going to go hang out with this person, and then going there and being like, man, this sucks, I'm bored. And then but ultimately, that's actually a good thing. Like, you're on this path, so you're on a good path already. I just think that this oracle card here is like, carefully seek out and think through your options, right? So it's like, if you have the option to go do this, how is that going to affect you? Like, is it going to affect, are you going to lie and are you going to have to repeat this past again? Or are you going to move forward positively? Like this says, positive movement forward. I think this is the outcome of this energy, because I don't think that you're that person anymore. I just think that you still have like the remnants of that. You know what I mean? Like, you still have the remnants of being that person, of like being too afraid to tell somebody one thing and then like going to do the opposite because you're too scared. So yeah, I'm not trying to be like mean here. I just think this is the energy that I'm feeling, where it's like, yeah, where it's like people pleaser energy, because you have all these options and you don't know what to do. But I think that you're changing your ways, and eventually you're going to get bored with that energy. You're going to get bored of it. Like, it's just going to be boring. You're going to get bored of this feeling, and you're not going to be satisfied anymore with your friend group or anything like that. I just don't think you're going to be satisfied with this stuff anymore. And so it's going to force you to move forward in a positive way. And it may not be the right time. Don't be afraid. Like, don't be afraid of like being discontent and all this stuff. Like, this isn't to change your mind in any way. This is just to show you like the possibility for the future energies if you continue down the road of people pleasing, doing one thing for like having all these options and then not really knowing where to go, so you just say yes to everything. You know what I mean? Like, that is, if you keep going down that road, you're going to get bored and you're not going to be satisfied emotionally, and that is not going to be emotionally satisfying for you at all. It's sort of like the cheater analogy. Like, you keep cheating, you're not going to be satisfied. Things are just going to get worse. So I think that that's dissatisfaction, knowing that, is actually going to put you in a positive position forward actively, where you're like, you know what, I'm in a new beginning. I am going to patiently plan, because it's in reverse again. So I don't think you're planning at all. I think you're just kind of going for stuff. Not a good idea. Okay. And then like caution, hello, caution, bump, 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 don't do that. But you're going to move forward positively. And in the end, like when all this stuff plays out. So it's not like you're a bad person. You're not a bad person. Nobody's a bad person. People are just different. Like, there are people that work within evil because they're just too scared. So like, I don't think, you might be letting fear rule you a little bit. So don't do that. Could be wrong, but maybe just like decision paralysis or something. So, God damn it, Cancer. Shit, man. I see positivity in the future, obviously, very clearly, because you're changing, you're trying, you're doing new beginnings. But please stop lying to yourself. Please stop, like, saying yes to everybody and not taking into your account your own emotional needs. Okay, because you're just gonna get bored, and that hurts people. So, yeah. Okay, I hope that helped. Yeah, okay, sweet. See you on the next one. Peace.